Welcome to July, parents of Pisces children. It's parental guidance. Excuse me, got these big old giant cards. I'm gonna look at this, but I'm gonna reshuffle. Aww. Yeah, that's probably the Pisces. It's like I couldn't even get it out. Yeah, I'd say this is a Pisces. Okay, I'll just go ahead and take it. So for the month of July, what we're going to do is your child has an overall theme, which I will share with you in a moment from these beautiful and massive cards. Then we're going to break down each week with a focus. We're going to take a look at your child's attitude. And then also we're going to get some clarifiers. So probably do the clarifiers first to clarify this, and then their attitude will kind of be the clarifier, I guess. So for the month of July, excuse me, your Pisces child is listening to their feelings, which is such a Pisces thing to do. And, you know, when they are angry, it's like some kind of emotional maturity going on with them. I release my anger with deep breaths. You can't really see it well, but this child is releasing their anger with some very deep breaths because they get angry sometimes. All of us do. But in that, they are honoring their feelings and just practicing a level of emotional maturity. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay, you can see it a little bit better that way. All right. Just know that they're listening to their feelings. So let's go ahead, thank you God, and take a look. What is their first week? First week for Piscean children. Focus. Wonderful. What's going on in the second week for Pisces? Okay. We'll talk about that in a moment. How about the third week? All right. Ooh. By the way, this is the first sign that doesn't have multiple cards. Capricorn, or no, I'm trying to think. Mercury is in retrograde in Cancer, so that may have something to do with it, where it doesn't affect them as the same way. Final week, please. Final week in. Okay. Final week in July. Welcome to the new, very Piscean card, purple. I don't know why I think Pisces when I don't know, purple and Pisces, I don't know why I put it together. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for the first week and then we'll talk about it. May I please have clarifying messages for the week, or the first week in July. Clarifying messages. I can already hear it. It's like if you have a Piscean child, the first week, and I'll show you the card in a little bit, has to do with and there's the Piscean card right there. Having to do with, excuse me, you know, finances, not getting something, not getting their way. Second week, we have the Seven of Air. Third week, let's see what's going on in the third week for our little Piscean babies. Pisces of any age, because we're all someone's child. Queen of Water, Pisces. The Tower. Ooh. All right, something's happening. Just brace yourself. some kind of emotional upset in this third week. Just brace yourself. That makes perfect sense. Releasing your anger with deep breaths and listening to your feelings. That sounds like something that would be happening in that third week. And finally, the fourth week, please. Yay. Okay, a lot of air, water, a little fire, energy. Let's see what's going on. Excuse me, I don't know why my face is itchy. My nose. What is the attitude for the first week in July? I keep wanting to say August. Maybe some of these energies may carry over into August, or your child is focusing on August, or you're focusing on August because you're trying to figure out where they're going to school, how all that's going to work. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of a power struggle in that first week. Yep. Power struggle. Power struggle. What is up with this? I mean, it makes sense. So I have a Pisces, and this is so far been my life. Power struggle after power struggle. What's happening in the fourth week, please? Isn't it? I'll show. Creative. I'm going to take it. I don't know why my nose is itchy. See if I can keep these from okay, dreaming big. This is not sponsored, but I'm thirsty. I just so happen to have this on deck or on my desk, literally. Okay, so in this first week, pardon me for all these little personal distractions. I'm like, my eye itches, my nose itches, I'm thirsty. All right. Anywho, so in the first week of whatever month this is, July, why am I wanting to say March now? Something may have happened in March that's similar to this, I don't know. But their focus is their finances. You can't really see it. They have the Hangman, and so they're trying to, it could be a perspective. You may have needed to have a conversation about money with your Piscean child. My goodness. And they were not helpful at all. There was some disagreements. It says, I am helpful today. I will step up and do something for someone else or make them happy to make their life easier. That's not happening for you, Dad and Mom. Not this week. So you may have had to put things in perspective with your young person when it comes to finances. Let's take a look at the 12. Yeah, sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I'm reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I am meant to surrender to the greater will, which is Dad and Mom, for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be. I am called to surrender and wait to see how things plan out. How appropriate. So your child is giving you shit in the first week in July. And I would even say, I just said that for emphasis, but they're they're trying to, I don't want to say establish, but there's some kind of emotional independence that they're testing. And it's something that they want. They can't have it. They're not going to be helpful. They're not going to listen. There is a need for them to take a seat and gain some perspective, but you're gonna just, it may be a tough week for you. Instead of doing what you normally do with them as far as discipline, you may just have to like kind of go around or do things differently, so that you can just get the task done or have some peace. Because I can just see a level of resistance or emotional upset, or their response is with emotion instead of logic. So moving on to the second week, still same thing. They have hobbies in reverse. So there's not a lot of extracurricular activity that they're interested in. They could be very subdued. No other interests. They kind of just want to do their own thing. They may not want to be bothered. They're absorbed. And not selfish or self-absorbed, but not really interested in doing anything outside of their little realm. I don't know. It says, I am grateful. Today I will find one person and 5 things to appreciate in my life. I will also tell the person how grateful I am for them. No, selfish, and I don't want to say like self-centered or arrogant or whatever, but for whatever reason, it's some kind of like power struggle, some kind of emotional growth going on here, especially with Mercury and retrograde. So just be aware of that. Don't take it too personal or get upset with them too much, as best as you can. They also have the 7 of air, which is the 7 of swords. I'm trying to remember. Usually the 7 of swords is someone being sneaky. But for some reason, I have a feeling that in the reverse, that's what this means. And the 7 of air in this card is someone who's like very inviting, welcoming, listening, generous, where I have a feeling that the 7 of air in reverse is going to be the opposite, where it would be the traditional 7 of swords in the upright, where somebody's being sneaky and not being forthcoming or trying to circumvent or go around something. So let's find out. That's a 7 of air. Independence, nonconformity, living life on one's own terms without people pleasing. Now is the time to live my life on my own terms. For some of them, you may notice, and I've noticed this week, where there's more of a dependency on you. So I'm still learning the meanings of this deck because it does not follow the traditional tarot. If this means that there's independence, you may find that your child is more emotionally dependent on you or mentally dependent on you. So they're not here for, it's all about me right now, is the attitude that I'm getting. My needs, I don't want to do anything else. I'm not centered or focused on, thinking about anything else, any gratitude, what other people do, what I'm supposed to be grateful for. I'm about serving me right now. Like, that is the focus. And I want what I want, and I want it now. And I want my mom, I want my dad, whatever. I want my emotional needs fulfilled. I want my needs met first and now and whatever. So just, there is some kind of transition there They're listening to their feelings. And because there's some kind of emotional transition, it's difficult, like there's an emotional growth here. So they're like having to, okay, like take a breath, think about things. You're going to have more patience for them and with them. And I would almost tell you to just let more roll off your back. Not that you're letting them get away with things, but choose what's important. And also, when you interact with your child, ask yourself, like, what is the real issue here? Don't get mad at them because they, don't get mad based on what you presently see. Ask yourself, what was their motive or reasoning behind doing that? And then address that. That will save you so much time. So in the third week, there are some sentimental feelings, some understanding. Hey, mom, I'm sorry I did that, whatever. A little bit. Let me look at this. Because we got, I am kind in reverse. Some things are changing. Let me say that. So I am kind in reverse. Today I will do something nice for someone else, even if they don't ask. They will test you this week. So this upcoming week, this third week in July, just have grace, patience. They will test you. Not intentionally. It's just whatever emotional transition or growth period that they're going through. Just take it with a grain of salt. Embrace yourself. Whew. We'll find out what this tower means, but it's, you can't avoid it. You and your child cannot avoid this detour or this thing that's coming in your path next week. So just brace yourself. I don't know what it is. I'm bracing myself because I'm like, Lord Jesus, I can't, I'm just like, all right, whatever it is, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But just preparing myself to have patience because I don't know. But there's some stubbornness. They're not gonna be kind. But eventually there are some feelings from the past that are gonna resurface, possibly, or make them think about something. We have the Queen of Water in reverse. So it is some kind of, I'll say this. There may be, because we are in retrograde and it is in Cancer, if my memory serves me correctly, there may be some emotions from the past that in their young self that has not been dealt with. And so you may have questions that come up about something from the past that has not been dealt with. And it comes up. It's not that you triggered it. It's something that comes up in their psyche, their repressed psyche, and they may want to know something, or there's some kind of upset, that triggers some level of unkindness. Let's look at this Queen of Water. Queen of Water. Yeah, compassion, emotional security, generosity, self-love, self-care, healer. No. Just brace yourself for chaos next week. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, something. If we got, it just, I don't know. If you can help it, I wouldn't even say stay in the house is going to save you. But whatever this is, it's necessary. Just brace yourself. Surprises. Things happen really fast when this card shows up in a reading. Its appearance should portend a total paradigm shift or a sudden upheaval that takes something away in order for something better to take its place. It could be that I've had an epiphany. Whatever it is, this card tells me unexpected events will be very interesting and offer opportunities for positive transformation if I remain present with my eyes open. So we already know that your child is not going to be kind. Don't go out next week. Don't go to the store. Whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know. I just brace myself. But anyway, there is something that you cannot avoid that is going to take place. And if this is your child's attitude where they're not going to be kind and they're not going to be compassionate, just brace yourself. I don't know if there's going to be a heart-to-heart where you guys talk about something from the past or sentimental feelings come up that, you know, come out that pave the way for something different. And I don't want to say, it may be a blip. It may be a blip. But when the tower comes up, and especially when it's saying that your child is not kind or not going to be kind, and they have the Queen of Water in reverse, which is like massive water energy, emotional energy, just brace yourself. Brace yourself. That's all I can say, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm just waiting for it. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I just want to get it done and over with. Whatever it is, let's get through it so I can relax. But anyway, in the fourth week, they have religion and spirituality in reverse. They have the King of Fire in reverse. So something is definitely slowing down. They have the Ten of Fire in reverse. So either they're letting something go or they're not letting something go. They have the Hierophant. So that speaks to this. We have some kind of, and I believe the Hierophant was in reverse. But we have, you know, this is something about spirituality. Yes. So they have the I am creative card. Today I will invent something completely new and different. A painting, a song, an idea. This is an upheaval. So this is like, now that things have kind of been unearthed, this third week. In the fourth week, it's like from the ashes, something is going to be built. So that's a good thing. A painting, a song, an idea, an outfit, a video, or a new hairstyle. So I feel like out of that, there will be some reflection. So it's not all bad, but there will be some reflection done. And your child will learn something valuable from that, or take something valuable from what they've gained in that previous week. So let's take a look at the King of Fire really quickly. Spiritual influencer, creative, inspired leadership. No, there's like a stall or a standstill. It's the same thing with the Hierophant. It's like there is a stall or a standstill. So things are churning beneath the system, or beneath the surface, but in their little tiny system, even though that is the king of creativity, it's not outwardly ready to be expressed yet. This is their attitude. This is what they're thinking. So they're thinking and doing and creating things in their mind. Their little minds are churning. Things. So a lot of these things are going on behind the scenes. The spirituality, the creativity, those things are going on behind the scenes. Let's take a look at the Ten of Fire. Burning away, cleansing, excess, clearing things away for a new beginning. It's a slow process. I feel like it's a slow process of getting rid of stuff or kind of figuring out what they need to get rid of. Let's go down to the Hierophant, because we did not talk about that yet. Excuse me. Spiritual practice. There may be, there are some spiritual things going on. You got spirituality and religion, you got the Hierophant. There's something emotionally, there's some emotional growth and creativity. There's emotional growth going on underneath the surface now. And their mindset is to create. And so there is like ideas that are, you know, going on in their minds, almost like a Doctor Strange or something, you know, just, and I haven't seen the movie. I've just seen a clip of, you know, but I just see like things going on underground, like a little invention workshop or laboratory, or a little garage hidden beneath the surface of the ground, you know, and they're just thinking and tinkering away. And it's beautiful. Wow, this is great. So we make this grumpiness, it comes to a head. There's some kind of like a crab, going underground, thinking about stuff, and then they come out with welcome to the new. So they found a solution. They've worked through all of this energy. They have the Six of Air, the Six of Swords. So they're going on a voyage. They're leaving something behind. It's like a dream voyage for them, and they're dreaming big. I am dreaming big. There's nothing I cannot do. I can make anything happen. I am reaching for the stars. So kudos to them. It starts off really rough for the first 3 weeks. But according to this message, and these energies can change, you know, it's for your betterment. It's up to you. But it seems like by this 4th week, there's some internal churning going on. And then in the 5th week, refreshing for all of us Pisces parents. We get a break. You know, well, I probably wouldn't say we get a break, but there's a welcoming, a newfound perspective on things, if you will. So that is your message for your Pisces children for the month of July. I appreciate you guys for watching. All that jazz. Like, share, subscribes, all of that is appreciated, and we'll see you next time.